borderline Hall of Famers at the end of their roads, and they'll meet in one-on-one action one more time. Ding, ding, ding. Nexus with Seth Rollins, Ebams with Cesaro. Nexus has grown accustomed to Seth Rollins for a while. Ebams was Samoa Joe in the first half of the we've been the Architect for a couple of years now. Nexus, the EIF World Champion, Ebams, the IC Champion, and Ebams tomorrow night on ED 380 will defend against Lizman. I believe that is going to be the final match on ED. I do believe that'll be our main event. Dropkick misses. Ebams is out of reversals, and here comes Nexus. Reverse STO connects for the world champion. And it's amazing when you think about, like Nexus mentioned, this was the first guy he ever fought. You know, and you look at it, Nexus has went on to have hundreds of matches. He was a part of the 2 WrestleManias. He was main eventing in the 2 WrestleManias he competed in. Ebams, of course, stole the show, had one of the craziest endings, in my opinion, to an EIF WrestleMania. And Ebams will always have that moment. There are a lot of guys that are disappointed about where they're going to fall on the SummerSlam card, and Ebams is one of those guys who really wanted that opportunity to be in the world title match at SummerSlam. And I think in a way it was always going to come down to either Ebams or Untamed, and Untamed made it a sliver past Bams. If it wasn't for tradition and you could make it a 5-man, you knew connection would work. Ebams would have been that 5th guy. But one thing Ebams did say, and this is a good way to look at it, is that, you know what, hey, it's SummerSlam, it's not WrestleMania. And WrestleMania 11 has been considered, and I think it's forever. We'll see what happens Saturday. We will see what happens, but I think WrestleMania is going to forever be looked at this past year as the greatest event in EIF history. With everything, 14 hours plus of the work we all did, and how many great things happened. And, Ebams is the guy that you remember at the end of that show. He was the curtain call for WrestleMania 11, so he has that moment. And I think that, he's a part of the last ever WrestleMania match. It carries a lot of weight, too. Ebams brought up to a knee, signature in hand, and that spinning wheel kick will miss, but the drop kick connects. Oh boy, is Seth Rollins cheap as hell. And Nexus fully exposing that. This is the drop kick. Here's Ebams, he got caught again. Wow. Nexus, absolute cheeseball here. Big super kick connects, and now Nexus is waking him up. It's not a green bar, but it sure is a hell of a way to go out if he does it. And he will go for the finisher, and it's a submission. Oh, wow, Nexus is getting the cheese doodles out, and there's rope break, so get yourself fucked. Well, we already saw Wicked ring out Untamed. We saw a 5-man win. We saw a green bar tonight. Saw a really extreme match in the Extreme Rules Triple Threat opener. There's been a lot that's went on. Right back kick will be stopped. Ebams misses the uppercut. James Arkoffel got the win, and we'll give you the full rundown in our main event tonight of all the results. Our main event set to come up next will be the 7th match of the night. So yes, this has been a very loaded version of Superstardom, and I am much hoping for the same tomorrow. Let's see, back-to-back ring counts. Oh, are we going to see a swap here? Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Uppercut misses. Again, they're out of reversals, and Nexus has the offense. Oh, wrong guy. And now, Ebams progressing on his reversal. Here's Nexus with the 2nd time in the match. Signature connects. He might be able to hit it. He's going to wake up Ebams, and that probably wasn't the smartest idea. Ebams got his reversal back, and Ebams with a ring escape. That is his 2nd. Nexus has controlled this match, and while Nexus will go down as an ED guy to end it, he had a terrific run on Superstardom, a 2-time champion, including dethroning NBC Master and ending the longest reign in Superstardom history, a 5-month, 8-day reign. Came to an end in January of 2017. Eif will slide into the count of 6. He is called with a reverse STO. I believe there was a mid-move option there. Eif just not able to do it, but I mean, you just don't know with the way Seth Rollins is built in this game. Oh, and good stuff. Eif able to take. Oh, Nexus landing hard. Good stuff for Eif there. No yellow bar. Not that that's really that commendable over a green bar, but certainly makes a difference. And now Eif, how about this? How about a signature? Amigos, created by Eddie Guerrero famously. And Eif going to show his variation. Finishers in hand for both. It is a 1-0 finisher count in favor of Nexus. Mock cover from Eif must be broken up, and it is. Eif with the right hand stopped by Nexus's version. Goes for the kick to the midsection, and again, Eif is going to go for broke on the reversals. He goes for the finisher too, and he is stuck. Now no reversals for each guy. Nexus, for the 3rd time, hits this signature. Eif has 1 ring escape left. Can he use it? Nexus drags it away and prevents it. 2-0 finisher count. Nexus, inside, outside, knee right on the jaw. Hooks the leg. There was a rope break the first time up. Eif not going to be given that the next time, and he is pinned. Nexus Genesis with a mostly dominant performance over Eif here. Nexus sets the main event in ED match at SummerSlam, but he leaves behind a Superstardom career filled with success, and he ends it on a positive here with a win over Eif in non-title action. Well, guys, we're going to have to keep moving things along. Tonight, we will go into overtime. Our scheduled start time is 10 o'clock. Our scheduled end time, I beg your pardon, is 10 Eastern. But I'd have to think that is not going to be the way this one ends. We will not do entrance to see the entrances for these two superstars one more time at SummerSlam. But now a final one-on-one chapter is written. They will be in action together at SummerSlam as part of a triple threat. But, folks, over the last couple of years, Greedy and NBC have been in the limelight of Superstardom headlines. It even felt like when Greedy went over to ED for most of the last really 6 to 10 months, that NBC and Greedy were still somewhere together. Whether it be part of being members of the Sins of EIF, whether it be other things, they have been aligned together. And here in our main event, we will make it a Falls Count Anywhere match for the, non-title match between two superstars that are competing for the championship. No submission. Pin only. Oh. No disqualification. Falls Count Anywhere. Match is up. Folks, after we get these guys in, while we load into our match, we'll give you the quick rundown of the results from tonight's Superstardom. Also want to remind everybody that upon conclusion tonight, we will have our signature outro provided to you for all the ways you can keep up to date with the EIF. There's not a whole lot to keep up with any shows tonight before we cease operations effective at the end of Saturday night's event. But you know what? Tonight, we are getting set. We're officially loading into the last match in Superstardom show history. And a quick rundown of tonight's final episode of Superstardom, the 394th edition of this great show that began back in 2009. James Arkoffel kicked things off by defeating Master B and Little Greg. A great triple threat Extreme Rules match. Announce table broke, wooden table broke. We had ladders, we had chairs, we had kendo sticks, a lot of stuff. James Arkoffel gets the win there. Deadly Gamer defeated Midnight Mayfire, the Superstardom champion, victorious over one of the world title challengers. Goldie Savage green-barring Jolson to become the new U.S. champion. Again, Goldie with Cassius Ohno holding that title. He'll walk into SummerSlam with it. Lizman outlasting in the Carnamania, 3 eliminations. Tripod was eliminated first, followed by Tyron Hunt, Death Row, and Dual Candy. Those 3 guys all eliminated by Lizman. Wicked Jr. defeated Untamed Legend by ring out in a Rock Cena match. And next is Genesis defeating Evans in a champion versus champion match, the IC champ falling to the world champion. And now we get set. Our main event here on Superstardom, NBC Master with Brock Lesnar versus Greedy with The Undertaker. We see it again. A Falls Count Anywhere, no submission match. NBC, are you ready? Greedy, are you ready? All right, the final match in the history of the Superstardom show. SS 394, here we go, NBC Greedy. Ding, ding, ding. And we begin. NBC, the boot to the face of Greedy, essentially the beginning of the end here tonight on Superstardom. What a show this has been for so many years. NBC clubs the back of Greedy and stomps on him there. Greedy is trying to bounce back from a very poor one-on-one outing against Deadly Gamer at X12 when he cashed in a title shot to try and win the championship. Otherwise, though, Greedy has still been very good. Greedy in his last 19 Superstardom one-on-ones has been able to win 16 of them. So he's 16-3 over his last 19. This is 20th. Very impressive stuff from Greedy. And we'll see here, and he is mid-move, not a good, not impressive there. Greedy brought to his feet by NBC Master, and he starts clubbing away. Oh my goodness, holy shit, it looks like Ivan Drago on Apollo Creed. Oh, there's something developing there. NBC, Greedy begging for forgiveness. It's not given. In the history of these two having one-on-ones with each other, NBC has been heavily dominant. Greedy did manage a win that involved a lot of money he was able to obtain after defeating NBC this past December at EIF X9. That entire event was encompassed by our first ever one of those open invite tournaments. Also, Greedy and NBC are both set to be a part of the open invite ED tournament this Saturday. So may not be the last time these two fight one-on-one against each other, but you know what? As powerful as the ED representation of these guys can be, certainly Greedy had a very big presence on that brand too. There's just nothing like the Lesnar-Taker matches between Greedy and NBC Master. You can think what you want about Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker in WWE, but when you bring those two names up to me, first thing I think of is Greedy versus NBC Master. And now, and here's some vintage Greedy. NBC Master up high, and it comes down for the Snake Eyes on spaghetti legs. Greedy goes to grapple, misses. Irish whip. Here's more vintage Undertaker. No, never mind. He tried to fake him, and NBC says we're not playing that storyline tonight. And here it is, Tripod's favorite move, but it's a part of this guy's moveset, so it's cool. The Brock Lesnar beat down towards the center of the ring, UFC style. Folks, this is a no disqualification, Falls Count Anywhere main event. Unlike the first match you saw on tonight's show where the pinfall had to take place in the ring, it can happen anywhere, and similar to the beginning of the show, weapons all legal in this match. Greedy misses the clothesline. NBC hits him with a shoulder tackle, and Greedy will escape the ring. NBC showing dominance. And here comes Greedy with the steel chair. NBC has got to get out of there. Greedy misses the chair wildly. And he gets him there, though. We're officially into overtime, folks. We stay with you until this main event here tonight ends. Our 7th match of the night, 18 different superstars getting action, and very proud that we were able to get everybody to be here for that. And now, here is Greedy up high, NBC, last ride, and he might have caught part of his neck on the steel chair. Greedy with a last ride, and both men with finishers in hand, but Greedy cannot use the Hell's Gate It was the submission hold he applied on Deadly Gamer when he won his most recent World Championship reign on Superstardom. He's also a 9-time EIF World Champion on the ED brand. NBC, a 9-time World Champion on Superstardom. Big walloping chair shots that miss, and they both miss on the exchange of fists. Greedy will end up getting it, and there's the boot that misses. NBC puts the brakes on, and he's clotheslined over the top rope. Oops. Greedy drags NBC away. And big uppercut from Greedy. Referee just runs frantically here on the outside. And again, that's the difference you see from the opening match tonight, folks. Referee is on the outside, keeping a heavy eye here. Greedy tossing NBC into the barricade, and NBC will counter back. Oh! Greedy just got speared into the ring post on the outside. And apparently he's okay. And now NBC is brought up, not in a good spot. NBC Master's going to take some pain here. Oh, he is thrown into the post on the LED. And, whoops. Discombobulated there, and now while NBC is down, Greedy's going to try and get dirty. It's all good, no disqualifications. The camera monitor's coming out. That table reinstalled after our first match, but it may get disabled once more. Greedy misses the boot. NBC is going to try and strike away. And Greedy has the height and reach advantage at that point in the counter. NBC. The gut-wrench suplex. NBC Master has always said he gets so nervous, and this one is nerve-wracking too. At this point in EIF, and these two guys, look, there's always competition. I don't care if it's a random superstar and they're just not even going to fight each other for another 5 months. It's always competitive with these two, and tonight, knowing Untamed, it would be nice if you'd stop, though. Like, they actually care. And Greedy goes for the choke slam. NBC Masterman moved him. And NBC got caught. What? NBC got caught in the mid-move. Greedy gives him a free move, though. Greedy's going to have to give him a free move. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Couple of really big errors there. Nexus Classic, hashtag, you've got to be kidding me. NBC waits. And NBC now gets in the ring. Steel chair. NBC's getting it. Watch out, Greedy. Oh, and he jabbed it out of NBC's hands, and NBC boots Greedy down. Amazing the back and forth these guys are having with one another. NBC has the chair again. Greedy has made movement. And the chair to the back. Greedy kind of warped out there. I don't know what happened exactly. And laughter connect. Well, you know what? Greedy is the dead man. The Undertaker known for some tricks. And Greedy's going to pull one off right now, and his tombstone is reversed in a mid-move. Big German suplex. And Greedy, take a look on the hard side. F5 is going to be going down. Greedy can't reverse it. F5 connects. The pinfall. The referee. 1, 2. Greedy gets the shoulder up. Tell you what, neither of these guys have been safe with their offense. They've both been able to inflict some reasonable pain on one another. And NBC gets tossed into the ring post. God damn it, his face fell on the camera monitor. Here comes Greedy. NBC is practically stabbed in the corner. Greedy strikes away. Greedy again. NBC tossed over. Greedy just waiting over. Come on, Midnight, you're doing the same thing. You shut the fuck up. NBC tossed hard into the barricade by Greedy. There's Greedy again. Rights and lefts being exchanged by the striker, and he'll bring NBC back into the ring. 1-0 finisher count in favor of NBC Master. Greedy went for a tombstone and got reversed earlier. To the middle rope goes the dead man. Axe handle down, and I think it was actually the knee that caught NBC. We'll see it on a replay because I think Greedy's going to give us a second version. Oh, maybe not. He's going to call NBC to wake up. Axe handle. It missed. Right hand did not. Signature is in possession, and an uppercut connects for good measure. Referee is still waiting on the outside. This is kind of one of the disadvantages to the match. If you go for the guy in their second, hustling too, for the referee to get back in. Walloping clothesline for NBC Master connects. NBC on Saturday will look to be a 10-time Superstardom champion. Greedy has several reigns as well. I believe half a dozen on Superstardom. That would be half a dozen, yes. Anyway, NBC slides out. We don't know because the website's so damn out of date. The Baker's Dozen's 13. I didn't know that. That's actually... Greedy clotheslines. NBC, he is towards the table. Greedy is stopped. NBC gets thrown in it again. And Greedy strikes him over. And I don't think Greedy has a finisher, that's the thing. I don't think Greedy realizes it. Greedy will take 3 heavy rights. Both guys with the mixed martial. Bared on by Undertaker and Lesnar. Maybe trying to win the last war between these two in a one-on-one confrontation, and NBC got him again. Greedy, however, looked like he was trying to trick NBC. NBC is not tricking Greedy, and Greedy on top. This could be it, folks. It's a 2-0 finisher count after this. F5 through the announce table, my goodness. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, the ref, you can see him on the corner of your screen, and NBC Master with a devastating F5 through the announce table has won this main event, the final one in EIF Superstardom history. Another great match between these two. No, it didn't have the 30 to 40 minute non-stop action that these two have been known for in the past. They've had some good ones. That's still an entertaining one. They both beat each other up as quick as could it felt. But I will tell you this, guys, it is not the last time they'll be in the ring together. It will come with Deadly Gamer joining the fray as part of a triple threat this Saturday night at SummerSlam as the final match in Superstardom history. Tonight, however, was the final show in Superstardom history, the 394th edition. And guys, I would have never thought we would have gotten here in 2009 when Superstardom was a 1-hour, once-a-week show. It was a side gig that guys like Detchen, SmackDown King, and shortly after, Techno Legend, Chronix the Executioner, Devil Darkchild, all helped bring up this brand. They were essentially pioneers for it who believed this was a part of the game that needed to be exposed and needed to be utilized. They were not incorrect. What great pleasures Superstardom has brought us over the several years of which it has been a part of Extreme International Fighting, and NBC holding a huge chunk of that history. Years. Superstardom 394, no need for a sob story yet. That'll probably come Saturday because, again, there is still Superstardom action coming your way. Saturday night, it is EIF's 12th annual SummerSlam. It is ever host, and we cease operations following the end of that event, but we still have one more to go prior to that. That is tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern. It's scheduled to go until 8, which was our start time for tonight, and that is the 380th edition of EIF Extreme Distortion, the final ED, tomorrow night, 6 p.m., folks. It's the 2 hours before Monday Night Raw. It would be great if you could show up, just like everybody that showed up tonight. Seriously, thank you so much, guys. I'm glad we had a bounce back from last Friday with ED. This was a great episode of Superstardom, a great way for this show to go out. and I hope to see you all tomorrow on ED as we try to duplicate that performance. Thank you to James Arkoffel for the video production work tonight, and don't forget to follow us right here on Mixer and Twitch. We have 2 big events left. It's twitch.tv/EIF Network, mixer.com/EIF_network. Check out our YouTube page for the final episode of Superstardom History. It'll be available on there on the archive, so you have to subscribe. It's EIFARCHIVE. And check out Twitter for the show results from tonight, along with all the latest news, breaking updates, and more. That's at EIF Network Twitter. Well, guys, like I said, that does it tonight. 394 tremendous episodes. I'm sure there were some clunkers in there, let's be honest. But you know what? When you look back at it in hindsight, it was a lot of fun. Great times, and looking forward to having many more as this farewell week to Extreme International Fighting rolls on tomorrow night. Thanks again, everybody. Thank you to everybody in the past that did so much work for this brand. And thank you, Superstardom. From all of us at Extreme International Fighting, I'm Carney. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night for our farewell to Extreme Distortion.